Excuse me. Yeah, man. And we out here today. Peace, family. This is the Satril coming at you with another exclusive live stream. Man, I'm up here at the cemetery right now, so I actually wanted to get on here and actually take you guys on this journey with me, man. You know, wanted to actually come out here, and before I even get into a lot of what I'm going to be talking about or a lot of what I'm going to be doing, we have to understand that, and this is for the people who aren't, you know, used to going to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? This is for the individuals who are not used to going to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, when you come into the cemetery, at the entrance of the, matter of fact, let me show you. At the entrance, right at the entrance, you pour your libation. You do your cleansing, whether that be Florida water, Palo Santo, dragon's blood, whatever that may be. You know, you do all of that before you come in here. You pay your fee, whether that be cowrie shells, coins, whatever the case may be. You know, you pay your fee before you come in. Even rum, whiskey, any type of liquor. You pay your fee before you come in here, and you make sure that you cleanse with Palo Santo or Florida water or some type of sage before you come into the cemetery. That's first and foremost. Before above all else, you do that first, and then you're able to come in here and actually do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wanted to put that disclaimer out there for anybody who is interested in coming to the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to bring you guys out here. And man, like I said before, you know, there were people who were trying to tell me that this cemetery isn't abandoned on YouTube. But man, I actually live in this area. Now somebody may have come over here, you know, just for the appearance, just for the aesthetic of it, and cut the grass. But man, not too many people come over here in this area, you know, because you have the main cemetery is that way. It's further down. This is an older cemetery, and I like to come over here and spend time with these spirits because a lot of these spirits, you know, not only are they abandoned, but they're a lot more ancient. You know, they're a lot more ancient. And man, if something jump out on me, at least I'll have it on camera. If something jumps out on me, at least I'll have that shit on camera. You know what I'm talking about? So I wanted to actually film this, actually get on live, do what I need. You know what I'm saying? Before I do what I need to do, and look at this, man. Look at all this land back here. Oh, somebody's sitting over there. There's a headstone right there. Another one over here. There's another one over here. And I know all my, look at that, I almost bust my ass. And I know all my seers. I know y'all can see these spirits, and those who are tapped in, I know y'all can. Snakes out here either. Make sure there ain't no snakes out here. Make sure ain't nothing crawling around out here. But yeah, I know y'all can feel the energy, man. I know y'all can feel the energy. So I'm gonna take y'all over here. Where you can really feel and see a lot of these spirits. You know? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wanted to bring you guys over here so that you can see, and you got to be careful, man, because you know you don't want to step on nobody's grave. You don't want to step on nobody around here. You see that says 1989, 1983, You know what I'm saying? 1946 to 1966, and then somebody passed in 2014. Somebody passed in 2014. Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, type 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Or is this guy just on here trolling? Okay, bet. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, like I said, man, this is for the individuals who I know are tapped in with spirit. You know what I'm saying? Who are tapped in with spirit. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something, right? This is a family that I came across, man, and these are babies. Passed away January 6, 1915, and only lived to September 26, 1917. And this baby passed literally the same exact day. So I had to come and give them some candy, give them offering, you know, had to come and give them offering because they blessed me the last time I was here. They blessed me the last time I was here. And as you can see, there are more graves. There's one over there. Like I said, man, when you come in here, man, you gotta pay respect to these spirits, man. You gotta pay respect to these spirits. When you come in here, you have to pay respects to these spirits. You have to acknowledge these spirits, especially if you come in here and you're doing work. Especially if you're coming here, you're doing work and you're taking from these spirits, you're taking from their graves or just from the cemetery in general. You have to pay respects to these spirits, man. It's just that simple. There's no getting around that. There's no getting around that. You have to pay respect to these spirits. Because the thing about it is, man, coming into the cemetery is like going into an entire realm within itself. You know, when you pass that threshold into the cemetery, and y'all gotta excuse me, man, I just woke up a couple hours ago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me go ahead and cut these comments off. But yeah. And somebody just asked a crazy question. It's not necessarily a crazy question. It's just like, you know, it's not a question worth entertaining, to be honest. Because I feel like if you're going to visit a family member, a loved one, an ancestor, would you not leave that individual some type of gift, some type of offering in respect? So why not have that same respect for everybody else's loved ones, no matter how old they are? You dig what I'm saying? Why not have that same respect for somebody else's loved ones, right? So first and foremost, that's the first point I want to make on a mundane frequency, on a mundane level. You know, it's just common sense, man. It's just common sense, truth be told. It's really just common sense, because even to take it a step further, if you ended up passing, would you not want somebody to come and pay respects to you if they're even just walking past your grave? you know, just to acknowledge you. Not saying they got to bow down and do all this other extra, you know what I'm saying, nonsense, but just to pay respects and acknowledge you. Just acknowledge you as a spirit, as an individual who was once living. Would you not want that? Would you not want that as a spirit who was once walking amongst this earth? You know what I'm saying? But to take it a step further, like I said, coming into the cemetery is a realm, is a world within itself. You know, like, look at this, man. Look at this. This is a world within itself, man. This is another realm within itself. You're not just coming into the cemetery. You know, it's not like going into a park. It's not like going into a park. This is a world within itself, man. And there are certain spirits, certain deities, Orisha, Loa, you know, even Hindu gods and goddesses who govern the cemetery. You know, you have to also pay respect to them as well. You have to also pay respect to them as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the dead that you have to respect, but you have to respect the gods and the goddesses, the deities that govern the cemetery. That govern the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? And I guess these are individuals, their family actually comes and pay them respects, because there was one lady, she had a whole bouquet of flowers on her headstone, and it was beautiful to see, man. It was beautiful to see. But yeah, man. It's really what it's about. It's really what it's about. So when I come in here, I always pay respect. And if I'm gonna take something off of something, if spirit calls for it, I'll leave an offering. Because another thing as well, you see how she got a whole Hester, she has a whole bouquet of flowers up there. It's beautiful, man. Yeah, man. Coming into the cemetery is also like going into the market, especially if you're a spiritualist. If you are an occultist, and you know how powerful this cemetery dirt is, you can buy. You can buy. And the reason why I'm going to say buy is because it is an exchange. It is an exchange. You leave your payment at that particular, like I said, man, you're paying offering, you're leaving libation, and you're paying offering before you even come in here. To even enter, you're paying. You know, to even come in here, you have to pay. So if we're talking about taking from a grave or from a spirit, you have to pay for that. Everything that I gather from this cemetery, I have to pay for it. Again, whether that means I'm leaving cowrie shells, whether that means I'm leaving coins, candy, rum, whiskey, whatever the case may be. All of that is a payment. Because again, I'm going to stress this again, right? You wouldn't want somebody coming into your house or your home just taking and not giving back. You wouldn't want anybody to come in your home or your establishment and just taking without giving back. So this cemetery is their marketplace. Look at that butterfly. That's crazy. Ah, you missed it. Oh, there you go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Damn, your boy look kind of good today. But yeah, man, you wouldn't want anybody coming into your home or your establishment your market, your store, whatever the case may be, and taken without giving back. So if you guys are collecting graveyard dirt, if you guys are collecting things from the cemetery, man, pay. And even if, and I know a lot of people, man, I've been seeing it since I was a teenager, man. People going to abandoned cemeteries and going to cemeteries, make content, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, what these guys don't understand, what these kids, you know, don't understand is that, and I can't even really just say kids either, adults as well. You gotta, again, you have to be careful with stuff like this. You have to be careful with stuff like this. And people wonder why they have attachments and spirits that they leave the cemetery with, because you come in here and you want to make content and you're not paying respect to these spirits. You're coming into their world, into their realm, and you playing. You know what I'm saying? You playing. The least you can do is leave a damn cigarette. The least you can do is leave some candy or something. That's the least you can do. A quarter, something. That is the least you can do. You know? One second, guys. That's the least you can do, man. Is leave some type of offering. So again, when I came in here, man, I paid respects. I paid respects when I came in here. Damn, it look like a whole. That looks like a. And see, every time I walk around in this cemetery, it's always something new that I'm seeing. Like, it's always a new headstone, a new spirit that I'm seeing that I didn't notice the last time I came here. You know, every time it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Every time it's the same thing. Like, I'm noticing something new. And I've been coming to this cemetery since 2023. And see, man, I've been doing this for so long. There are certain things that I've been knowledgeable about, that I've known since I was a teenager, man. I've been on this path for a minute. I've been on this path for a while. And there are things that even I have to be careful with. So it's not even about how long you've been doing it, how long you've been, you know what I'm saying, in a certain practice. The first time I came here, I was reluctant about taking. So the first thing I did when I first started coming to the cemetery, man, was I actually sat, and I came here late at night. I came here at night when the energy was potent. I came here at night when the energy was potent. You know what I'm saying? Came here late at night. And I actually sat with these spirits. So they know me. A lot of these spirits, they actually know me. Sat and drank whiskey with them. And I don't even drink like that. I actually sat and I drank whiskey with them. So that within itself should tell you how serious I take this. You know, that within itself should tell you how serious I take this work. You know what I'm saying? Man, these are some beautiful trees. My bad, y'all. I'm up here admiring. Man, this would have made a dope staff. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. Every time I work with the dead, man, and that's how I know I'm in spirit. When I start sneezing like that, that's how you know I'm working with spirit. And I'm working with powerful spirits, potent spirits, ancient spirits. You know? And it's stuff like that that you got. Look at this spirit. Look at this one. 1934, man. And if anybody lives in the Texas area, I ain't gonna tell y'all where I stay at, but in the Texas area, and y'all know a lot of these names, if y'all can look these names up, screenshot these names and look these names up, I'd love to know their story. I'd love to know their story. For real. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention as well. Another thing that I wanted to mention. And I always forget this, man. I don't know why it always slips on my mind. Maybe because this is something that I'm really supposed to be teaching in a coaching, spiritual coaching, right? When you come into the cemetery, cover your crown. And Ifa, whether it be Santeria, whether it be whatever, right? Hoodoo, we call it Sho'ori, which is your crown. New Age, your crown chakra, right? Cover your head. This hat I got on, I know I look good in it, but this ain't just for aesthetics. This hat has been blessed and consecrated to protect me in any situations like this. You know what I'm saying? It's been blessed and consecrated. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all saying in the chat. Okay, I got you. And you know what? That's a solid question. If you still in the chat, man, and you gotta excuse me too, man, because a lot of people come on here and they like to troll. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things that I want to entertain and certain things that I don't want to entertain. You know what I'm talking about? But the reason why all of this is so important, and this is for anybody. I don't care if you're going to just visit a family member or you're going, like it's an actual funeral and you're at a burial ground, right? These things still apply. I think back on a lot of situations in my life. I've been going to funerals since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So many people in my family have passed, unfortunately, you know. And I think back on the times to where we would be at those gatherings, at the burial, you know what I'm saying, at the burial site, right? And there's an energy that you feel going in and leaving out. And when I came into this knowledge, came into this information, this was information that I felt like I needed to know even back then, you know? And the reason why things like this is so important is because, again, these energies can attach to you. These energies can attach to you. You understand what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. These energies, they can attach to you. You know, I've heard a lot of people say, oh yeah, the dead can't hurt you. The dead can't hurt you. I call BS on that, man. I call BS on that. I call BS on that. And the reason why I say that is because when you're working with the dead, it ain't like in the movies. You working with a zombie. You know, when you're working with the dead, when you're connecting with the dead and you're in their realm, it can be very vampiric. It's not about being haunted. Like, we can't sit up here and look at what's going on in these movies and these TV shows, man. It's not about being haunted. It's very vampiric to a certain degree. Certain spirits, certain